Hi, Michelle here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today because we're going to be tackling a topic that, if I'm being honest, is the number one thing that might keep Hoya parents up at night. I see the question all the time. What is wrong with my Hoya leaves? Here's the thing about Hoyas. They are incredibly communicative, but they don't speak words, they speak through their foliage. Every spot, every wrinkle, every shade of yellow is a sentence in a story about what's happening in that pot. Today, I'm going to walk you through the most common Hoya leaf issues. I'm going to show you examples so you can see what I'm talking about, and we're going to break down exactly how to fix them. By the end of this video, you'll hopefully know how to diagnose a leaf issue problem yourself and stop second guessing whether it's watering, light, fertilizer, or pests. If you like today's video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. That lets the word get out to the plant YouTube universe that my channel exists, and I'm out here releasing videos about Hoyas and their care every week that they might be interested in watching. If you'd like to help the channel out further, please consider subscribing to my channel. I have a goal to make it to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm getting closer to that goal every day. I really appreciate every person who has subscribed, so if you are a current subscriber, thank you so much. And if you'd like to contribute to this video, please consider adding a comment to the comment section below. I do read and respond to all the comments in my videos, so I will respond. Please be patient with me as it may take me a day or two to get back to you, but I promise I will. And now, on to the video. Let's start with the big issue, the yellow leaf. Whenever we see yellow, our first instinct is usually to worry. But the first thing I want you to do is take a deep breath. Not all yellowing is a death sentence. In fact, sometimes it's actually a sign of a healthy, maturing plant. It's what we call normal aging. Just like us, Hoya leaves don't live forever. If you have one single leaf at the base of the vine, an old leaf, that turns yellow and falls off while the rest of the plant looks amazing, that's just the circle of life. Now, if you see multiple leaves yellowing at once, especially if they feel soft or squishy, you're likely looking at overwatering. This is a waterlogging issue where the roots are literally gasping for air. On the flip side, if the leaf is yellow but feels thin, bendy, or floppy, that's usually underwatering. The plant is so desperate for moisture that it's pulling reserves out of its own leaves to try and survive. Now, the solution for aging is to do nothing. For watering issues, you have to become a detective. Feel the soil, stick your finger in it, all the way down to the middle of the root ball. If it's wet, you may need better drainage or a chunkier mix. If it's bone dry, you may need a more consistent watering schedule. Next up, brown spots. These are tricky because a brown spot can literally mean I'm burning or I'm sick. If you see flat, tan, brittle patches, and they're mostly on the side of the plant that's facing the window, that's sunburn. It's just like a human sunburn. The tissue has been scorched by too much UV light. But if the spots are irregular, look wet or water-soaked, or have a bright yellow ring or halo around them, that is fungal leaf spot. This usually happens when water sits on the leaves too long or there's no airflow where the Hoya is housed. For sunburn, the solution is simple. Move the plant away from the light source. If the Hoya is in the window, a sheer curtain is your best friend. For fungal issues, you may need to be a bit more aggressive. You need to cut off the badly affected leaves because the fungal issues can spread. If you're misting your leaves, stop doing that. The only time I miss the leaves is if I'm spraying a foliar fertilizer. Maybe grab a copper fungicide if the fungal spots keep spreading. Now, an issue a lot of people have questions about is wrinkled puckered, or bendy leaves. A healthy Hoya leaf should be turgid, firm and full of water. When it wrinkles, it means water isn't reaching the foliage. Why? Usually it's simple, underwatering. But, and this is a big but, if you water your plant 1 or 2 times and the leaves are still wrinkled, you likely have a root problem. If the roots are rotted from underwatering, they can't drink. A lot of people don't know that you can dry rot Hoya roots as well as traditionally rot them from overwatering. You'll know you have dry rotted roots by gently tugging on the root. If they break away or crumble, they are dry rotted. A less common reason could also be salt buildup. If you use a lot of synthetic fertilizer, those salts can build up and actually block the plant from absorbing water. You'll see this by seeing a lot of crusty salt-like residue on the outer pot, on the edge. It looks like salt. If you flush the pot thoroughly, then that will solve the problem. The general solution is to check the roots. If they're mushy, it's time to cut off the roots and restart. If they break away, you have dry rot and you need to cut away the roots as well. Please note that Hoya roots do not change color to black to indicate rot. They will rot and be any shade of white to brown, depending upon the substrate they are in. If the plant is very large, you might have to cut the plant down into manageable sized cuttings, as rooting super long cuttings can be difficult, but not impossible. Now, does your Hoya look a little tired, like it's been through the wash one too many times? If your leaves are losing their deep green luster and are looking faded, it's usually light stress. Think of it as the plant's way of bleaching in the sun. However, if the light is fine and it's not overly aggressive, you might be looking at a nutrient deficiency. Hoyas are hungry. If they run out of nitrogen or magnesium, they can't produce that beautiful chlorophyll that keeps them green. If you determine the issue is light, move the Hoya back. If it's nutrients, start a regular feeding routine with a balanced fertilizer. I also love adding just a little bit of Epsom salts, which are magnesium sulfate, once or twice a year to really make that green pop. Now let's talk about the ends of the leaves. If you see crispy tips, your Hoya is a little stressed. This is often fertilizer burn or cold stress. If your Hoya is sitting next to an AC vent or a drafty winter window, those tips can turn crispy almost overnight. Now run your fingers over your leaves. Do they feel sticky, like someone spilled soda on them? A lot of people think this is just sap or nectar. While some Hoyas do produce extra floral nectaries, 9 times out of 10 that stickiness is honeydew. It's the waste product of mealybugs, scale, or aphids. If you don't clean it off, it can grow a black fungus called sooty mold. The solution is to get a magnifying glass or microscope. A USB one that hooks into your phone is a really good idea. And check the nooks and crannies of your Hoya. If you see white fluff or little brown bumps, it's war. Use isopropyl alcohol and a Q-tip or a toothbrush and scrub that plant down. I personally use a DIY homemade pest spray that consists of isopropyl alcohol, 2 kinds of Castile soap, and hydrogen peroxide. I'll put the recipe in the comments below if you'd like to use it. Now we're getting into the weird stuff, curled and twisted leaves. When a leaf curls inward, it's trying to protect itself. It's reducing the surface area to stop losing moisture. This is usually heat stress or low humidity. But if the leaves are coming out deformed or twisted, Check for thrips or mites. They love to suck the juice out of developing leaves, which causes them to grow wonky. But what about holes? I'll keep this simple. Plants don't grow holes because of a vitamin deficiency. If there's a hole, something ate it. Whether it's a caterpillar that snuck in or a snail if your plants are outside, you have a physical guest. What's the solution? Boost your humidity if your plant leaves are curling. If it's pests, treat accordingly. And for chewers, go on a midnight hunt with a flashlight and find those little guys. Lastly, for my variegation lovers, if your beautiful Hoya Crimson Queen or Carnosa Wilbur Graves is suddenly putting out solid green leaves, the plant is reverting. Green leaves have more chlorophyll, so they're more efficient at making energy. If the light is too low, the plant will ditch the whiter pink parts to survive. The solution is to give it more light. High quality, bright, indirect light keeps those colors popping. And if a vine goes completely green, don't be afraid to snip it back to where the variegation last was. It sounds scary, but it's the only way to reset the plant's DNA instructions. So there you have it, the secret language of Hoya leaves. The biggest takeaway I want you to have is this. Your plant is always telling you a story. It's not trying to be difficult. It's just reacting to its environment. Once you learn to read the signs, whether it's watering, light, or a few unwanted roommates, you'll find that Hoyas are actually some of the most resilient plants in the world. If this guide helped you figure out what's going on with your Hoya, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And if you have a leaf issue that I didn't cover today, please put it in the comments section below. I'll try to help you troubleshoot, and maybe I'll include your question in a follow-up video. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. I know that you have a lot of things that you can do with your time, and I really appreciate that you chose to spend that time with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until next time, I'll see you then. Thanks. Bye. Please.